Good morning. This is Judith again. Hello to everybody, and I would like to take you to my plants. I would like you to join me in my plant tours. This is my little plant. Not really little. It's quite big. It is a plant on the table of my son. It's a pothos plant with that cute base in it. And here is another plant, a small money plant. It is a kind of bonsai plant. And here are my giant photos. Not giant, I mean they are long, they are big, but that's not the giant photos I have there on top of my bookshelves. And taran! My more than 2 meters long high Ficus lyrica, and there you are, another Ficus lyrica with its leaves more crumpled, and it's wider. It's wider. It has like 5 stalks growing together, and this one is just long, but now it's starting to give me some stems, sprouting, some 1, 2, and some others over there. I have 3, and that's the 3rd stalk in it, and stem, and I will have like 5 stems in there. And here is another pothos Drosenia, a zeze plant, and at the back is my lily plant. And here's another, just a combination of different cactus plants or succulents. And from here you would see my Sansevieria, Drosenia, and my propagating what is this? Monstera deliciosa, and above it is the Sansevieria plant with the water propagation that I am doing. And if we go on here, you will see more photos. This is the white wizard philodendron there, which I'm doing some water propagation. This is my first time to plant this plant, so I want to be careful with it, just making it into water propagation, checking how fast its roots are growing. And if you go on there, that is the Photos Enjoy, and some Syngonium in water propagation. And I also have the Scindapsus and Philodendron Brazil. I'm trying to propagate them by water propagation, checking how fast and how quick they would sprout with the roots. But it's because it's winter, so I'm not really sure that this is working quick. Actually, they are really slow, so it's very interesting that I have started these plants, like, let me see, there is a date in here, in the 9th of December, and we are now in the 21, so it's like 12 days. And all of these plants, this Philodendron Wizard and Monstera Standeliana, you see I have like 30 cuttings of this. And if you look, this is a rare plant here in Israel. It's expensive, and but I just can't resist buying it because of the idea of how to propagate them. And if you see, for 12 days, I have on the top cut a little root in here, and I'm so excited about it. The philodendron white wizard also have some roots, in case you're interested. It's 11 or 12 days. And here's another one, which is, I really never the propagation of it is very rare. I have seen somebody water propagating this, but just one, and I didn't see any follow-up of it, if it survived or not. So with this very expensive plant, which is Philodendron squamiforum, I suppose, if you look at it, it has this stalk or stem, which is very interesting. It has this, like, it's not a hair-like because it's not really soft, it's hard, but yeah, like needles in there. And yeah, these two, after 12 days, have started to give me a little bit of sprouting of the roots, but I will show you that in the propagation video. I was just trying to show you my plants. Yeah, my plants inside the house. This plant, I have found it in the street some 3 years ago. I water propagated them in that very big, in this big jar in here. And it took a kind of 1 month. It started to sprout some roots, and I just stuck them to the pot in there, and there you go. I have it for some time now. Beautiful Drosera plant. So from here, I would like to take you to, well, I haven't, these are my pothos propagation. Actually, this is my pothos in the water, in a just a simple water, how do you call this, flower vase. And here are other of my water propagation of pothos. And this one is actually a plant. It is a peace lily. I don't know if there is such thing as dwarf peace lily, but this is a plant that I have received from my students, my dearest students. And now I'm going to take you to this plant, which I also water propagated it, and I just potted it today. And we're going down to my little greenhouse. This is my money plant for almost 15 years now. It is a bonsai thing. I'm making it a bonsai, and if you see the stem, that just proves how long this plant have been with me. This plant, I really don't know what's the name. I have to research it, but I love it because it had violet little flowers, but now they are already dead and dried up. And okay, so we're going down to my, oh my god, it's winter in here, and my goodness, and there was a storm yesterday, and look at these plants, they all fell off. Oh, all these plants of mine, mostly of them, have been transferred from another house. I'm living here for almost 5 years, and when I was in my smaller house without garden, I had this how do you call it, I had my bonsai plants, and that is another one, and I just took it down because I transferred it to another pot. And what happened is there was a mold in the pot, most probably, so I cannot keep it in the house because it's quite dangerous for the health of everybody. And so here are my other plants, and here are my if you look there, I have my bougainvilleas, which I just propagated them from my other older plants. Here is my olive plant, and all these plants that I have been taking care of them in the porch of my house. I just put them down in here, and here is a plant which I made a combination of it. There is croton in it, there is the wandering toe and the pothos and a palmanet, and it's just really living a very nice and cozy place in here. But now it's winter. I'm quite afraid that the, how do you call it, the small snow, it's not actually snowing in here, but there are times that really small pieces of ice. I don't know what's the name of this. Hail, I don't know, are falling. So I'm quite afraid of the safetiness of all these plants outside my house. And here is one of my bonsais, a bougainvillea with its orange flower. If you look ahead, one of my favorites. And here it is. Moving on, this is another Ficus benjamina. Look at this big stems of it. That was also one of my bonsai. And there is another plant, another combination of succulent plants, and they are just here, sleeping. See, everything has fallen down in my place. And another thing that I have and I'm excited about is this elephant ear or something. It's an alocasia thing. And if you could just look in there, look at that baby. It's raining in here, so I cannot just make it close because my camera will be wet, but I will try. There you go.